Hello my friends, and welcome back to our blind Let's Play of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy for the PlayStation 4. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and today, my friends, we wrap up this wonderful trilogy with one last part. And I am so excited to dive into this with you. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's also going to be emotional, and I may cry too. But I'm sorry, this game is just so great. It's hard for me not to. Let's get ready for one last turnabout. Let's do this. Alright then, let's go on with the testimony. What did you say? What did you do when you saw the red lights? I thought I asked for help, but just then I was splattered with blood. That blood, was it Dahlia Hawthorne's blood? I think so, probably just at the moment. I heard a soft scream that seemed to be close by. It was a woman's voice. So that was when the killer stabbed the victim from behind with the murder weapon. Is that right? Without a doubt, Maya was in the middle of a really dangerous situation. All the dots. Anyway, the victim was stabbed by the murder weapon. What happened after that? She wasn't dead though, and she struck back at the enemy behind her. Struck back? How do you know that? Well, you're right. I didn't see it exactly, but I could tell by the sounds of the breathing and movement. And also the smell of blood. You have witnessed more horror than any young lady should have ever had to do in life. Yeah, I mean, considering she was also kidnapped in a previous case. Did we forget about that, you guys? Because her trauma level must be ridiculously high. And yeah, it's crazy. So then, what did you do at that point? I couldn't move. I could just barely make out the shadows move in the dark, but I had no idea what to do. Could you still see the red lights you mentioned earlier? Yes, I think so. But suddenly the red lights went out and the whole area was dark. They went out? Yes, suddenly I couldn't see them at all. What could it mean? The red lights were coming from Godot's mask, and they went out right in the middle of a fight. Maybe the mask was damaged. Or maybe it was knocked off. Or maybe the batteries ran out. Right. Or maybe those really red and pin looking lights just stopped the workings. What could have really happened then? I was waiting for the judge to say, oh, maybe there was aliens who came. Because you know that would be what he would say. Just at that moment, there was a horrible scream. What do you mean by just at that moment? Do you mean the moment when the red lights went out? Yes, that's right. The scream that you heard then, was it Dahlia Hawthorne? All the dots? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it was a man's voice. What? What? So then, the scream came from the killer? That's got to be it. I think Dahlia Hawthorne must have taken the blade and attacked the killer with it. Well, then the killer there was screaming pain, huh? After that, the killer stole the blade back and delivered the final blow, I guess. Well, Mr. Wright, seems to make sense to me. Sounds like a reasonable deduction, but I still kind of wonder. Sure, why not? I'm sorry to say this, but that interpretation would create an enormous contradiction. Well, that makes sense. After all, my deductions are almost certainly never correct. Remember the testimony she just gave. Before the killer let out a scream, Maya said she had already been splattered by the victim's blood. In other words, the blade and the staff had already been plunged into the victim. Ah, is that right? She couldn't have struck back with a sword that was already stuck in her body. The weapon that caused the killer to let out a scream must have been something other than the staff. Okay, so that must be the dagger then, right? If you're so sure about that, then don't keep us waiting any longer, Trite. There's only one thing I can think of that could have been used as a weapon here. Dahlia Hawthorne had been stabbed in the back by the staff. What could she have used to strike back at the killer? There's only one thing, and that's a dagger. I just realized I don't think I pressed on all the statements. Because yeah, I don't think I pressed on all the statements because, for the first time ever in this game, it seems, when I pressed on a statement, I immediately had testimony, to follow up on. So I definitely want to see, you know, that last press. So hold on one second, you guys. I don't mean to take the momentum out of the case, but I need to see what else, she has to say. All right. Let's check this final press, or final two presses. I mean, it was toward the end, right? Yeah, right after that, Dahlia collapsed and lost consciousness. And what about the killer that stabbed Dahlia? I'm sorry, I don't know. All the dots. Really, it's true, Nick. I believe you. On this point, I'm sure Mai is lying. Ha! It appears that the darkness has proven to be undoing, Trite. I got to use this testimony to prove that Godot committed the murder. I really wish I didn't have to do that, but for some reason, I get the feeling that some part of Godot actually wants me to. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I'm glad I saw that, because that's an interesting line. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong save. Naturally, the dagger the killer brought to the scene of the crime. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. The dagger was found at the crime scene, stuck into a pine tree. Yes, the detective found this morning and brought it to me. Dahlia Hawthorne struck back at the killer with this, and she managed to wound him as well. Just because he let out a scream doesn't mean that he was wounded. For all we know, the blood on the dagger could have been from the victim. Have you forgotten that the blood has already been tested? Oh, the excremented dots. Since we learned it wasn't the victim's blood, it must be the killer's blood. The killer must have a wound somewhere on his body. Yeah, all we have to do is get that dagger re-examined. That's what I said earlier. If we would just gotten that dagger re-examined, this whole thing would have been unnecessary. So you're saying the blood on this dagger belongs to the killer? Exactly. A DNA analysis of blood would prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt. And yes, Mr. Godot, it would prove that it's your blood. Nice theory, Trite. Order in the court. Is this the end? Have I done it? Even he won't be able to change the results of a scientific test. Ha! Well, let me ask you something, Trite. Well, let's just say that it turned out that I was the killer. Oh, there's so many dots? Do you really think that I would be stupid enough to leave evidence like that? Wait, what? Just think for a second. This dagger was found this morning by a detective and brought to me. There was already blood on it, correct? But even so, I was the one who brought this dagger here to the courtroom. Yes, what does it prove? Well, if I really were the killer, I could have washed the blood off and then planted another person's blood on it. What if he wants to die? Because he feels like his life mission has now been complete, and he wants to go be with Mia in the afterlife. But he can't kill himself. So it can't be. In any case, there's one thing I can guarantee tonight. Well, that blood, it doesn't belong to me. Not a chance. What? In any event, it seems to be established that the killer was wounded. Alright then, witness, continue your testimony. Wait a minute. What's the problem? I know I probably shouldn't say this, but there's a big contradiction in Nick's explanation. Oh dear lord, Mamaya. Did this dagger? You said that it wounded the killer? That's right. But, if Mr. Godot had really been cut with the dagger, His clothes should be ripped, bloody, or have a rip in them, right? Oh, the lots of dots. Maya? Maybe just change his clothes? I mean, that solved the contradiction pretty easily. What are you talking about? It's not that simple at all. Remember back to the day of the murder? Everyone that was on the inner temple side got trapped there. Well, that's right. And once the bridge was fixed and the police headed for the inner temple, Mr. Godot was already there waiting for them. He never had a chance to change his clothes? Oh man, this is never gonna end. Order in the court. What the witness says is true. Well, maybe he just brought a change of clothes with him? But no one could have predicted the lightning strike that shut down the bridge. Why would anyone have bought a change of clothes? Did Judge take smart pills during the last recess? Well then, maybe the killer took off his clothes before he committed the murder. That way he wouldn't get any blood on them. Objection! Well, that's impossible, right? You know how cold it gets up there late at night. Huh? After a few minutes with no clothes on, you'd be frozen solid. Ha! So that's all you've got. I knew you weren't tough enough to finish this. Right now, if Mia Fey were here. Oh, there's so many dots. If Mia Fey were here, she would have already closed the book on this case already. If Mia Fey were here? So come on, Trite. Can you do it or not? All the dots. How about it, Mr. Wright? You've accused Mr. Godot of being the killer, yeah? But can you prove it? Have you got even one piece of evidence? All the dots. He's gotta have a cut on him. The question isn't whether I can prove it or not. Fact is, if I have to prove it, that's the only choice I have. I was taught that. It's one of the rules of being a lawyer. I can prove it. I'm going to bring your magnificent vengeance to fruition just as you want it. Ha! Well, that's good. A fighter to the bitter end, right? All the dots. Since there's just one piece of evidence that can prove your point. Why don't we go for the unlimited penalty? Oh dear Lord. Are you trying to pressure me, Mr. Godot? Because it doesn't matter to me. I've got the one piece of evidence I need. Give me a break. You got nothing, right? So what do? I tell him like this. It's simple. I gotta think outside the box and approach it from a different angle. Alright then, Mr. Wright, let's see what you got. There's one thing I demonstrated in the previous cross-examination. Killer was wounded. That was proven by the blood on a dagger. But we just say it was impossible for him to hit such a wound. If I had been cut by a dagger, there should have been a blood stain on his clothing. There's one place the killer could have hidden his wound. What did you say? Hey, hidden? Oh, the dots. This is it. My last stand. I need to think about. Oh, I understand. I get it. I understand. I need to think about this from a different angle. I don't need to think about why there were no bloodstains on his clothing. I need to show how he hid his wound. This is the end of the line. The final stop, Trite. Let's hear what you've got. Where's this location where you say the killer hid his wound? There's only one place he could have hid his wound. On his mask. I don't know if this side would present evidence, but there's no evidence here of a mask besides his profile. Because the mask came off, remember? Because the red lights went down. Ha! I don't know what you're talking about. And frankly, I don't need to know. What I do know is that you'll never be half the lawyer she was. Isn't that right, Trite? Ooh, that was weird. Did you see that? Oh, the exclamated dots. What was that just now? Mia. It can't be. You're living on through him? Even as we speak, you're still hiding the wound. It's beneath your mask. During the fight, the red lights given off by the killer suddenly disappeared. Seconds later, killer let out a scream. That's right, your mask was flying off your face. Mr. Godot, would you mind removing your mask? If you have a dagger wound under there somewhere, then I'd say this whole case is solved. Got him. Oh, look at the explosion. That was cool. Are we going to see Armando back? No, his mask is still on. Is he resigned or is he determined? Are we going to go for round 362 and a half? Whatever. Just now, I saw a spirit in you. All the questionable dots? All the dots. I never liked you. 6 years ago. You helped a woman who put me to sleep by hiding a bottle of poison. Oh. Okay, now that makes sense. And then, that's why he's had vengeance against us. While I was sleeping, you let Mia die. I understand now. It all makes sense. But you didn't care. You just kept living your pathetic, happy-go-lucky life. You even had the nerve to follow in her footsteps as the lawyer. I could never forgive you. That's what I thought. Mr. Godot? But I was wrong about you. I knew it from the very beginning. The truth is, the only person I could never find it in my heart to forgive was himself? Was me. Yeah. You? Yourself? I was the one that failed to protect Mia. Me and no one else. I tried to avert my eyes from the truth, to escape from harshness of reality. I just couldn't face Mia's death head on, so I ran. I hid beneath a mask. I threw behind my true name. I couldn't even deal with being a defense attorney anymore, so I quit. But you saved Maya. Yeah, that was my plan. Up until just now, anyway. What do you mean? Are you listening, Maya? If I had really wanted to save you, well then there's one person that I should have gone and talked to right away. Who would that be? Phoenix Wright. Are you talking about Nick? But I did it to it. I tried to get the help of Iris and your mother, but I closed my eyes to the most important man involved. Do you know why? The real reason? No, why? I suppose I wasn't really interested in saving you at all. Huh? I think I was just trying to salvage what's left of my own broken soul. I was trying to make up for the fact I couldn't save Mia. Nothing more. I don't believe that. Come on, you're a better man than that, Godot. Or Armando. That's why I let you walk right into a situation that I knew was dangerous. Forgive me. You're wrong. You put your life on the line to save Maya. Was it really for Maya's sake? Even I'm not really sure. What do you mean by that? That night in the darkness on the garden, when I saw her silhouette, a part of me must have known the truth. The truth that it wasn't really Dolly Hawthorne standing there in front of me. That's a beautiful picture, by the way. All the X-Men dots. It could have been Misty Faye, or even that little girl. But I still picked up the blade. It was like I was dreaming. I'm not exactly sure what was going on in my mind at that point. Was I really motivated by the pure desire to protect Maya Faye? Or was it something else? Was it my hatred for a woman who had stolen everything from me 6 years earlier? Could it have been simply a desire for revenge? And now, I don't know anything anymore. I did learn something today, however. I finally realized that I was the arrogant one. I was just chasing an illusion of fantasy. The stupid fantasy of defeating you in the courtroom. All the dots. You were the one who made me realize my folly. You never ran away from Mia's death. Instead, you picked up where she left off, as a true defender of the people. In that one moment, I understood everything. Mr. Godot. I think you already know this, but if you don't, my name is Diego Armando. Mr. Armando, I believe in you. I know you were trying to save me. Oh. Thanks. Your wound. It's bleeding. No, I think it's crying. Ha! Did you forget already? In my world, the color red doesn't exist. All the exclamated dots. These must be my tears. Yeah. It's tragic. Your tears? Ever since I woke up from my coma, I think I've been waiting for this very moment. But Mr. Armando, you do well to remember this, Maya. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. All over. I hope he doesn't get brought up for murder. Like I said, he was a hero. He's downing himself. Of course he's downing himself, but he's a hero. This time, it really is all over, isn't it? Defendant? Yes, Your Honor. Although you weren't directly involved in the murder, tampering with the body and the crime scene is a serious offense in itself. I understand, Your Honor. Miss Armando explained that to me very carefully. I knew the risk, and I willingly cooperated anyway. Well, that's very well. Before I hand down my verdict, is there anything you'd like to say? Oh, the dots. Well, there is one thing. I'd like to say something to Mr. Wright. All the exclamation dots? Is this what she's finally gonna tell me? I want to apologize to you. Apologize to me? For what? For the case 5 years ago. Of course. I just remembered. Weren't you poisoned by your own lover? Not exactly, but yeah, something like that. Even now, 5 years later, I can hardly believe it. She was going to do it. She was planning to kill me. Oh, the dots. It's not all that surprising. The two of you hardly knew each other. Huh? What do you mean? You and my sister. You only met twice. All the dots. Huh? We only met twice? Wait, what? The first time you met was on that fateful day. The day she poisoned Miss Armando in the cafeteria of this very courthouse. The next time you met her was 8 months later. You met her again on the day she stole your cold medicine. And Doug Swallow was killed. No way. It just can't be true. I mean, during our whole relationship, we were... All the dots. For those 8 months, the woman that you thought was Dahlia Hawthorne wasn't actually my sister. Whoa, whoa, whoa! The woman who we fell in love with was Iris? Huh? It wasn't Dahlia? All the dots. I hope one day you could forgive me. Feeny. What? No way! Dahlia can't love anyone. She only cares for herself. So Iris... Oh my lord! the dots! You mean? Well, that's right. I lied to you for 8 months. But why? Why would you do such a thing? Ever since she gave you the bottle that day, my sister was trying to get it back as soon as she possibly could. Because of the police investigation and the surveillance, she couldn't move about freely. So that's why you? My sister, from the very beginning, she was prepared for the worst. But prepared for the worst? She thought that you might somehow discover the truth. That's why she was always ready to with you at a moment's notice. You mean she was ready to kill me, don't you? She already had so much to answer for. I don't want any more sins on her soul. I begged her not to do it, and she agreed to give me a chance. And that's why you came to me? You came to get the bottle pendant back from me in her place? But I couldn't get you to give it back. I failed at something even as simple as that. 8 months passed, and I still couldn't get it back from you. Finally, my sister couldn't wait any longer. She didn't consult me about a plans for you that day. It was the first time that has ever happened. That was a bit strange, wasn't it? Up until that day, you two were partners in crime, and she would confer with you. I think she must have noticed. All the questionable dots? Notice what? My feelings for you. If I had found out she was planning to kill you, I would have done whatever was necessary to stop her. Oh! Even if it meant her life or mine. Iris. After spending those 8 months by your side, my feelings towards you, they changed. Oh, my heartbroken dots. I have something to say to you too. Yes. You really are the person I always thought you were. Oh! Even after Dolly Hawthorne was found guilty, I still believed in you. All the dots. I'm gonna cry too. Thank you. Oh. Oh. I wasn't expecting that gun punch. How many cups of darkness have I drank over the years? Even I don't know. I'll tell you though. Right now, this one here is the goodest cup I think I've ever had. Oh, even he's kinda good. Don't you think so, Phoenix Wright? Oh, would you the coffee now? Oh. Yeah, I think you're right, my friend. The purpose of this trial was to rule on the murder of the victim, at least day unique. At some point, I expect you will be tried for your role as an accomplice in this case. I understand, Your Honor. Very well. On the charge of murder, hereby find the defendant not guilty. Yay! Court is now adjourned. Oh, no fanfare, no celebration, no streamers coming down from the ceiling. February 10th, 4:51 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. So I guess it's all over. The way everything ended. Was justice really served? The man who risked his life to save mine is being sent to prison by my own hand. Of course justice was served. Hey, Mia! Mia, I'm proud of you, Phoenix. Your defense was truly brilliant. Aw, thank you. But I couldn't save Mr. Armando. The man who cared so deeply for you. You're wrong, Phoenix. You did save Diego. You saved him in the only way possible. You mean, with that verdict? All the dots. I think one day you'll understand too. Phoenix, I want you to remember one thing. You were as good out there today as any defense attorney could ever hope to be. There's nothing more you can learn from me. Mamiya, you've accomplished something I wasn't able to do. I owe you a great deal. Thank you. Mia, I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Phoenix. Goodbye, Mia. Goodbye. I've handled lots of cases and seen lots of things. And along this journey, I found myself asking just one question. What does it really mean to defend someone? I'm sorry. Oh. These games make me all emotional. I'm sorry. Alright. Suppose today's case produce one possible answer. Hi, Maya. Nick! Well, Maya. I guess it's just like my sis said. Mia? What did she say? That night, when I channeled Mia to get advice on what to do, this is what she wrote back in my notebook. Don't worry. Phoenix will save everyone in the end. But... Come on, cut it out with that gloomy face. Can't you see? Me, sis, and I'm sure Iris too. We owe you for everything you've done for us, Nick. Maya, how can you be so bright and chipper after all that's happened? You were brutally attacked. You even saw your mother murdered. Ouch! Oh, hey, Francisca. Still, as soft as always. Phoenix fight. I'm sorry, I just got emotional. Miles, excellent work, Wright. Huh, Mr. Edgeworth? When did you get back? Oh, that's right. I guess no one filled her in on that. Edgeworth and Francisca have already actually been helping me. Helping you? If these two hadn't been here on the first day of the trial, the defense wouldn't have gotten anywhere. Wow, but where were you, Nick? I heard he fell into a river and caught a nasty cold, which forced him to sleep all day. Yes, he laid in bed, shivering from his fever, with Iris's hood pulled over his head. Oh, ouch. Talk about embarrassing, Nick. You definitely need more training. Anyway, thank you, Miss Edgeworth. And you too, Francisca. I don't suppose. Is this Gumshoe? Oh, God. Hi, Larry. There's room for me in the group hug, is there? Alright, fine. Even for you, Larry. I'll give you a hug. Oh, Larry. What's with the, longer than usual face? I realized something when I was reborn. I realized that Larry was never of use to anyone. Not even once. Well, that's not true. Right, Nick? Yeah, his picture helped save the day. What, you're asking me? Well, Nick, is it true? You gotta place this world, right? I have a feeling we had to show him the picture, right? Huh? Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, the many dots. I knew it. Everyone would be better off if I were gone for good. No. Oh yeah. Those portraits you painted, they were really good. Is that right, Edgeworth? What? Me? Wow, why are you making that face, Edgy? Oh, well, yes, indeed. I certainly can't say that they lack resemblance. Man, do you really mean it? What about you, Francie? Did I draw you well too? Ah! My beauty can't possibly be captured by a mere crayon. Chinooki T, you need to add another whip to Larry. Glare! Oh, the dots. Nevertheless, I recognize the effort you put into it, and that's worth something. Oh, that's so cute. Maya made Francisca change her mind. So then you'll do it? Like you promised? You're going to model for my next picture, but Francie's whippity whip trip. Ah! Don't get kid away. That's two more. Oh, Francie's whippity whip trip. Oh, dear Lord. Well, how about that? I guess painting portraits is the only thing I'm good at. Well, that painting of Pearl was pretty darn good too, if you ask me. Huh? Now that you mention it, I haven't seen her around. Pearls. Where could she have gone? Normally she would have made a beeline for Maya. Oh, I'll go look for her. Be right back. Did she just get tackled? Hey, Pearly. Right. You seem to be uncharacteristically puzzled. I suspect you're wondering how Maya can be so cheerful despite all that has happened. Yeah, actually. You read my mind. To be honest, I can't understand it either. Francisca. Well, that's right. She lost her father fairly recently as well. I think I understand how she feels. Maya is a much wiser person than she appears, and I think she realizes something. Now is exactly the time when she needs to be as strong as she can.
What do you mean by now is exactly the time?
Maya wasn't the only one who was badly wounded by this incident. In fact, there was someone that was hurt far more deeply than she. I believe it's for that person that Maya is trying her best not to cry. Someone who was hurt more deeply than Maya? Edgeworth. I think I'm starting to understand too. Who the heck is she talking about?
Ow! Then tell me if it's right. Who's my favorite song for?
Well, it's not me, because I'm not here. Is she trying to be strong for Pearls?
Pearl Faye.
The poor kid. After all, the reason that she worked so hard to follow the instructions was because she loved and believed in her mother, Morgan. It's for the good of the Fate clan. I'm sure she believed in every last word. Yay! I got it right! She thought she was doing it for Maya. That's why she was so happy. It shows how truly devoted she is to Maya. But it's a cool irony that it was her exuberance that led her to this tragedy. Maya Faye's mother was killed, and Maya herself was put into the deepest peril imaginable. And that's exactly why Maya is putting on a brave face. She's doing it for Pearl's sake, until she can see her smile again. Hey, it's Gumshoe!
Oh, hey, so this is where you all were, pals? Wow, looks like we got quite the bunch here today. Ouch! What was that for, sir? Sorry about that, Scruffy. My whip just seems to have a mind of its own.
What's up, Detective Gumshoe?
Oh, you know, this and that, and anyway, congrats on your win, pal. Well, let's go out tonight, pal. Dinner's on me. My salary sorta just got kinda gone down by a teeny-weeny bit, but it's alright.
You deserve a raise, Gumshoe, seriously.
I made reservations at a first-class French restaurant tonight.
Oh god, please tell me it's not Armstrong's.
Ah! It's pretty good work, Scruffy. That whip was your reward.
Detective Gumshoe? You said a first-class French restaurant, you don't mean...
Très bien!
Where else? Oh dear lord. I knew it. We're doomed.
Come on, let's go. Everyone can't keep Maggie waiting, pal.
Doesn't très bien also mean like very good? So it's kind of funny that, you know, we're going to très bien because the game is kind of like saying you did very good.
Hey, you crybaby. You're invited too. Oh, forget about me. Phil and I will be at the loser shack eating potatoes.
You know, Maya is taking an awfully long time to get it back. She's still out looking for Pearls. Where's Pearls? Oh, Maya, what's wrong?
Nick, what do I do?
Pearly, I can't find her anywhere. Oh, dear lord, no. Huh?
Man, I'll bet she just went back home. Well, that's all.
I thought so too, so I called the village. But no one has heard from her. This never happened before. Well, it would take like 2 hours for her to get back, and Mia was inhabiting Pearls, right? So there's no way she could have gotten there that quickly. As I figured, she's been badly hurt by this incident. She feels responsible for the tragedy that has befallen you, Maya.
But none of this was her fault. What should I do?
All the dots. Detective Gumshoe.
Yeah, what is it, pal?
Could you guys go on ahead?
But what about you?
Maya and I will. We'll join you guys once we find Pearls.
Nick.
Don't worry about us, Detective Gumshoe. We may be a little late, but we'll definitely be there. We have a lot of celebrating to do tonight, and I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Well, yeah, but you're the... Ah! Very well, Phoenix Wright. We'll go on ahead.
Don't keep us waiting, right? We won't.
But where should we look? Where could Pearly have gone?
Let's go, Maya. There's only one place I can think that Pearls might have gone to. Oh dear lord, I really hope they don't make me guess. Back here? Hazakura Temple, main gate.
Hazakura Temple?
For pearls, I bet this is a very important place. After all, it's where this whole incident started.
Oh, what's that? Show back again so soon. Sister Bikini? I thought we were eating mashed potatoes alone tonight. So she's here? Pearlie's here? She's in the training hall. Why don't you hurry along and go see her?
Oh, thank God she's okay.
Okay.
Oh, phew. Thank goodness.
Pearlie's not here?
Ah. Maya, the hanging scroll.
Ah.
Oh, it's all fixed.
Someone cleaned it off?
It's got to be pearls.
Ah! Mystic Maya! Pearlie. Why? Why did you just leave like that? Oh, Mystic Maya. Oh, Mystic Maya.
Don't cry, Pearls.
I swore that I would never trouble the two of you ever again. Because it's all my fault that Mystic Maya's mother.
That's why you came here.
It's the least I could do to pray for your happiness. You don't have to do that, Pearlie. It wasn't your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. Of course, I'm sad that my mother is gone. But how do I say this? I'm still happy. You don't have to lie just to make me feel better. No, really. It's true. The only reason I'm still here after all is thanks to everyone who was there for me. All the exclamated dots. My sis, my mother, Mr. Armando, Nick, and you. If even one of you weren't there, I'm sure I wouldn't still be alive right now. That's why I had to be strong. For all the people that were there for me when I needed them. That's all I can really do. I'm a Mystic Maya. Oh, I'm impressed. You truly are the daughter of Mystic Misty. Sister Bikini, your mother, Mystic Misty, was a strong woman indeed. I want to tell you what she said to me that night. After dishonoring the good name of Karain, I don't have the right to face my daughter. But still, Maya is always in my thoughts. It's true. She'll always be with me until the day I die. Your spirit was with her. That's why your mother was so strong. Even at the end, I'm sure she had no regrets. All the dots.
She'll always be with me until the day I die, huh?
All the questionable dots.
There's a rule or something all masters are to follow, isn't there? To never take the charm off until the day you die.
Oh, that's the master's talisman.
The thing that Misty kept by her heart and would never take off. It wasn't the container that was important. Rather, it was the contents.
Oh, there's something in there. Oh, the dots. Photo? Mother.
It's only natural for living creatures to fight to protect their own lives. But what makes us human is that we fight for others. But who do you fight for? How hard must you fight? That's the true measure of what human life is worth. We defense attorneys are warriors who are constantly challenged by that question.
Oh, look at that! Oh, that's so cute. Aww.
Even when the battle is over and the bonds that connect us are severed, we always return, time and time again. Mia, Maya, Pearls, Mr. Armando, and Maya's mother, too. I learned that from all of them.
Aww. Oh, so cute.
Well, shall we get going? Everyone is waiting. This is a day to remember. A day when a lot of things were finally put to rest. Picture of Misty, two kids, always close to our heart. I think we should celebrate what we've overcome today.
But I still can't. Oh, come on, sweetie. You could come back for training anytime. Okay. Alright, I'm going to make a brand new start too. Sister Bikini, I'll be back for more training, I promise. Oh, I know what goes down here just because you're the future master. I'll make sure to prepare reservations for 3 for when you come back. Whoa, yeah. Alright, we're going to have a great feast today, Pearly. You know why? Because training is a battle of endurance. Okay, Mystic Maya. I'll eat lots and lots of food tonight.
Aww. You know, there's one thing I don't get and probably don't want to, but
What is it, Nick?
reservations for training is fine and all. Why for 3?
Come on, what do you think? You're one of us, Nick. Next time you can train right alongside us.
Huh?
I'll be waiting for you. Sister Bikini will take special care of you. Ho, 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 ho.
Huh?
It'll be great, Nick. We're going to do the special course, actually.
No, that's okay. I'll eat potatoes and pot roast and gravy. You can do the cold water training.
That's a great idea. After all, Mr. Nick, you'd do anything for Mystic Maya, wouldn't you? Even walk on hot coals, right? We'll have a nice big meal before we come next time, right, Nick?
All the dots. Oh, you know, I was wondering if I can say just one little thing.
Sure, of course you can. Oh, I love this part. I can't wait to hear it. He's gonna say the 3 magical words.
I'm gonna go Bush Pops Troll. Well then, here goes nothing. Oh, you gotta do that. Oh, that reminds me of Avengers. Every single time they're gonna say, you know, Avengers Assemble.
I really have to work hard now. Master Crying and the officer manager of Wright and Company offices. And I have to be a good big sister to Pearly and Nick too. Well, as long as I'm not locked up or captured or something like that.
You see, the game knows. The game knows. Yeah, I felt the same way. She's always getting captured, and that's always messed up.
So it's true. Mr. Nick really is Mystic Maya's knight in shining armor. He went through the special course all the way to the end. Actually, I heard there's a legendary extra special ultra course here too. I think I'll surprise the 2 of them by making them a secret reservation.
Oh dear Lord, please don't, Pearls. Please don't. Oh. What a magnificent game. What a magnificent series.
Maggie bought me a brand new coat as a present, pal. Feel 10 years younger. I'll never take it off. Yes, but somehow you just don't seem the same. I guess that dirty, shabby old overcoat is just more detective-like, sir. Man, don't worry about it. In the name of love, a man will soil himself silly.
Aww. I was hoping we'd see a scene with the 2 of them. That's good to know. Excellent. I like the coat too.
Mr. Wright, I am once again in your debt. Thanks to you, the Treasures of Klein exhibit was a great success. I even got to see Miss Von Kammer, who I hadn't seen for almost a year. She taught me how to use a whip, and said that I'm gonna show you what I've learned.
Oh no. I'm sure quite alright. Quite alright. I'm good. I'm fine. You don't need to. Yep.
Desi and I started a company called Master to Mask Consulting. We're dedicated to stopping evil plans of all the criminals in the city. Our motto is, cut it out, please. It's pretty cute, huh? Well, we also sell plans to the criminals as a kind of side business. I wonder if that's okay. Sometimes I think maybe we're the worst criminals.
It's good to see the marriage, alright? Although I still feel kind of mad about the fact he got off. Hey, it's Vila!
I wanted to show my appreciation to Mr. Wright for exterminating that tea today. So I sent him $500,000, a special thick tea, one I mixed with my own 2 hands. I bet he's drinking it now. When do compromise?
Let's not drink the tea. Yeah, let's not do what Madison did in yesterday's heavy rain.
Man, I'm just too old and in the way of ugly, grumbling climness the roast of flesh. Well, at least that's what I thought. My grandkids had a birthday party for me the other day, and talk about embarrassing. 69 years old, and I cried like a baby with a dirty diaper.
Oh dear Lord. He had to be 69 years old, the old, you know, Hey, Lisa.
As usual, we have an abundance of work to do. We've hired a new programmer to replace Glenn Elk. I do hope everyone will get along. His name is Adam Mada. Course. As soon as I heard his name, I knew our brain circuits would align perfectly.
Yeah, the Palindrome Company.
I think that
that company had so much more potential to be what it was, and Lisa Pascal did as well, but...
more reporters.
I mean, Lisa Basil.
Since the murder, we've made so much money, I hardly know what to do. I think the magazines like us proud of us because I provide such a nice visual, especially in spring. I can hardly wait for Iris to come back.
Yeah, how is Iris doing? So I want to know that. I want to know if she's okay. Oh, man. Can't believe this is over. Here she is.
You've turned into such a respectable man, Feeny. It was so sweet of you and everyone else to come visit me here the other day. Of course, I was happy that you constantly had your eyes on me, but I felt kind of bad when the little one slapped you so hard you got a nosebleed.
Oh, it's so good. Let's listen to all the voices and then we'll talk about the game more in detail, shall we?
Objection!
There's a hair flick.
Objection!
That deep voice. How do you do that, Wilson? I have no idea. I tried.
Objection!
I loved her voice too. Janet Sue. God. How does he do that high pitch as well? There's the hair. Oh, it's Wendy.
Oh, sure, so I'm back from a long and tired vacation and who was here to greet me? I guess while I was gone, my little whippersnapper buddy quit now and I got to one. And what kind of lonely disgrace is a quarter room is so much to bear anyway? Oh, well, with all the flashing lights and switches, I feel like some sort of special alien. And now, what am I going to do with all the macadamia nuts I brought back for everyone? I'm fabric them on ditchy, but I know exactly what it says. It says, I really take some to the fed. I was just a bit for the fetch hard. Oh, I fight time, I will fed like a ready. Oh,
Oh. Never change, Wendy.
Well, I finally found something I love to do. Friends is whippity whip trip. It's gonna turn the art world on its head. Should have realized it sooner. Self-centered, lazy, antisocial. I'm an artiste. A really good portrait artist. I'm not a loser after all.
I hope you change. I hope if Larry Butts ever comes back, he's, you know, confident person who's, you know. Aw, look at that great picture. That is a beautiful picture. And that's not spoilery. So I could actually use one of these pictures as a thumbnail. Hey, how about that? Such beautiful artwork. Yeah, I know it says 4, but if I had one complaint about this game, it needed more artwork. Because this game is so beautiful. And that's it? We're done? I think we're done, my friends. Oh, man. Woo! Lawyer only cries once it's all over. That's it. We are done. Like I said, what is this, like 150 plus parts? Thrown out over 3 games. I think about the same size as our Zero Escape series. Just about. Yeah, just about. So what do I think about Ace Attorney Trilogy? I thought it was excellent. Absolutely excellent. Fantastic. I loved it. I loved it. I loved every single case. Although there are some cases I love more than others, which, speaking of, the next video is not going to be ever 17 just yet. I am going to compile a ranking video, similar to what we did for Zero Escape. Our Zero Escape video, ranking all the bracelet wearers across the 3 games, is approaching almost 2,000 views. It is by far the most popular video on this channel. we're gonna do something similar. I don't know if it'll ever have the success that the other video did, but you know, I had fun making the video, and it was a lot of work, but it was very rewarding to go back and look at the 3 games and, you know, compile a ranking video based on a series I loved. And that's what we're going to be doing for Phoenix Wright as well. I have written the script except for the final case. So the script is basically done. Although it's going to take me some time to put together all the editing and all the, you know, the audio, the recording. Yeah, it's going to take me time to put that all together. So I don't know when that video is going to be out. But I will get on it, and we will start Ever 17, hopefully within a week or so. And I'm looking forward to that. Thank you to everyone for all your constant support throughout this series. There's so many of you guys that I can't name you all off the top of my head. But you know, just to name a few, I guess. You know, we have Green River, who is constantly going out of his way to you know, list each music on each video. We have Edwin, Nidwi, who's you know, watched this blind with me for the first time, and I thought that was really fun to have someone who's never watched it before. And I'm pretty sure there may be others who haven't had commented who will watch it for the first time as well. Enter Zero, who recommends Ever 17 to us our next game, but at the same time, you know, it's just so nice to have a community to support you through this series. And like I said, there's a bunch of other people I'm missing from that list. Don't get me wrong, QT. God, I wish I had everyone written down, but I don't. So if you don't hear your name, it's okay. I love you all. I can't thank you enough. And you know, I've responded to all the comments because, yeah, I really love you all. You guys are absolutely wonderful and just amazing. I can't thank you enough. I also want to give a huge shout out and thank you to QT and Techno Trouble, our 2 wonderful Patreons who support this channel. If you would like to become a Patreon member, go to our description box below. The link is there. We have 3 tiers that you could support our channel on. $3, I believe it's like $5 and $10. You know, just the fact that you're here is wonderful to me, and I can't. All the dots is all I have to say. Your support, your kindness, your community that you helped me create here on this channel. It's just, it's overwhelming. Thank you so much. Love you all so very much. And one last time for the first trilogy, because we will be going back into Phoenix Wright later. Don't worry, we do have some other games we need to play first, but maybe in a year or so from now, we'll be back here for the second trilogy if I can find a way to play them. Because, you know, this trilogy, there was, of course, the PS4 release. I don't think they did that for the next series, but, you know, we'll figure it out. But anyway, until next time, my friends, so long, and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter, you are brilliant, and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.